How's the water? The old fish ask the young ones in the modern wisdom tale. They respond with bafflement. What water? A medium of our existence, it might seem, rises to our consciousness only when it ebbs. That's one explanation for why the so-called classical sociologists, working mainly in the decade before and the decade after 1900, were preoccupied with religion. So preoccupied that the emerging science of society became, at the same time, a science of religion. In one familiar narrative, the decline of religion was implicated in a social crisis, the crisis called modernity, which intensified in the later decades of the 19th century, and sociology was created in order to explore it. Just as secularity made it possible to see religion as a distinct object of study, social dissolution made it possible to see society as one. But this narrative is incomplete. It fails to explain why these scholars didn't take on religion as merely another phenomenon to be elucidated, but instead decided that the social and religious, as structures, impulses, sentiments, practices, were inextricable categories, each unthinkable outside the other. As a matter of disciplinary history, the concepts of society and religion were conjoined twins. To be sure, each concept had previous lives outside the modern social sciences. Our social theorists drew on a considerable library concerning religions around the world. Yet this only brings out the difficulty that they had in defining what they were theorizing. In a secular theory of religion, the gods are secret captives of the societies that worship them, but our theorists themselves are captives too of their time and place. We cannot transcend our contexts. In the chapters that follow, I will pursue a sort of conceptual genealogy through a detailed engagement with four thinkers as their thought took shape in the later decades of the 19th century. It's conventional to say that these four helped establish the modern social science of religion, but I want to explore what's hidden by that "of." It misleadingly suggests that religion was just one subject among others to which social science applied itself, and belies the profound communion between the two. My aim, as will be evident, isn't to solve the problem of society or of religion. My principal interest is in excavating a fraught and consequential stratum of intellectual history. Still, attending to the early conceptual commensalism between the social sciences and religion may illuminate both.